Want more information about the products, or if you want more information about the longevity business, you can always call Phyllis and Andy at 866-735-2470. 866-735-2470. So the body has must-haves. It has needs. There's a recipe for making a great body. There's things we got to include. Just like when you're baking a cake, you got to have the eggs, you got to have the sugar, you got to have the flour, etc. You got to have the ingredients to make a great cake. The human body is the same way, and it needs ingredients. You've got to have certain ingredients to have a great body. There's just no getting around it. You have to have very, 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 very small amounts of sugars. You've got to have greater amounts of complex sugars, the kinds that you find in vegetables and certain fruits. You have to have generous amounts of good fats and essential fats, especially the hard-to-find fats like omega-3s and a lot of the easier-to-find omega-6s. And you gotta have easy-to-process protein. And then, of course, you need vitamins and minerals and good bacteria for the colon. That's what the human body wants. The need for sugar is so important that there is wiring in the brain, hard wiring that we are born with, that's going to keep us searching for and eating sugar whenever it's around. This hard wiring in the brain makes us sugar-seeking machines. It's like a program that comes built in with your computer, with our brain computer. It's a program that comes built in with our brain computer, and it's akin to the programs that come in built into your hard drive when you buy your computer at Best Buy. This hard wiring in the brain was necessary when there wasn't a lot of sugar available. The brain runs on sugar, and for most of our history, there just wasn't any sugar around. So this sugar-seeking behavior was a survival behavior. It was important for our survival. Unfortunately, with the introduction of animal husbandry and agriculture 12,000 or so years ago, our eating environment changed, and it changed fast, much faster than the human genetic ability to adjust. What happened 10,000 or 12,000 years ago is human beings figured out how to keep a steady supply of sugar in the form of wheat and rye and barley and grains in our environment. It figured out how to keep a steady supply of sugar in the form of grains in our environment. When this happened, all of a sudden there was a lot of sugar around, and in combination with our sugar-seeking brain programming, we started to eat a lot of sugar. And we started to get really sick. When we went from a wild hunter-gatherer environment with very little sugar to a farming environment, and where most of our calories began to come from sugar, within the span of a mere 10,000 or 12,000 years, we became really, really sick. And the same thing occurred with fat. The body's needs for fats are tightly regulated, and in the absence of fat, as is in the absence of sugars, we became fat-seeking machines. Just like we are sugar-seeking machines, we're fat-seeking machines. So we're fat-seeking machines and sugar-seeking machines, and that is not a good thing, folks. Not a good thing, folks. Unlike sugar, we didn't really start getting into the fat business until maybe the last couple of hundred years. We really didn't start to figure out how to keep fat present. Fat's very unstable. We didn't really figure out how to stabilize fat, so it was all over until maybe 120 years ago, the turn of the 20th century. But again, our programming is to find fat and eat fat whenever we can. In other words, our bodies and our brains are not happy unless there's fat. But our bodies and our brains don't want any kind of fat. They don't want just mere fat. We need fats that can be used for our biochemistry. We especially need two fats that the body can't make. They're called essential fats. Whenever you hear the word essential in nutrition, as in essential fatty acids or essential amino acids or essential nutrients, that's a substance that you gotta get in your diet because your body can't make it. That's a substance that has a critical role to play in human biochemistry, but it's not made by the body, which means we're in big trouble if we are not getting essential nutrients into our body. We're in big trouble if we're not getting essential amino acids. We're in big trouble if we're not getting essential vitamins. We're in big trouble if we're not getting essential fatty acids. In the absence of good, healthy fats, in the absence of essential fats, we will become fat-craving monsters. Because like sugar, fat provides a tremendous amount of energy. Fat is also extremely important for biochemistry, and that means two things for our health. Number one, if we don't get fat in our diet, if we're not adding good fat, I'm talking about good fat here, if we're not getting good fat, we're not going to be healthy and we're not going to be happy. And number two, if we don't get good fat, we are going to do whatever it takes to find that fat. And if we can't find good fat, we're going to make do with whatever kind of fat we can find. And it will take the willpower of a Zen monk to be able to resist the urge to eat fat if we're deficient in fat. And don't think food manufacturers, food processors like Nabisco and Frito-Lay and Keebler, don't for a moment think that these food processors, these food manufacturers are not fully aware of our drives for fat and our drives for sugar. In fact, not only do they know this, they take full advantage of it. They exploit it by spiking their foods with lots of the wrong kinds of fats that will keep us going for fat, in addition to lots of sugar that will keep us going for sugar, and lots of salt and lots of hidden chemicals, excitotoxins, that will keep us addicted to their foods. All of these substances that are being added to foods, all of these substances that we're being manipulated with, have drives that are hardwired in our brain. There's a reason why we can't eat just one. We're being chemically manipulated. We're like biological puppets having our biochemical strings pulled by biochemical puppet masters. On the other hand, the good news is, the bright side is, that all programs have a back door. All programs have another way to access, a secret entrance that you can hack into. While these drives for sugar and salt and fat are built in, while they're programmed into the brain, there's a back door that we can hack into. These programs can be disabled. They can be shut off, and that's what satiety is all about. That's what satisfaction is all about. That's what appetite suppression is all about. If you try to use willpower to override these drives for sugar and fat and salt, the odds are pretty good that you're going to fail. But you can eat more protein. You can eat a lot more protein, especially glutamine-containing protein like whey, or even soy protein, which is a great source of glutamine, ideally fermented soy products. You can eat meat, you can eat fish, you can eat high-protein foods, and you can shut off the sugar drives via the back door. For fats, you can use MCT fats, medium-chain triglyceride fats. You can get them from coconut oil, or you can get straight MCT fats. Or you can use essential fatty acid liquids, you can use essential fatty acid capsules, and you can hack into your brain's hardwired drive for fat. Eating more essential fatty acids, supplementing with essential fatty acids, supplementing with MCTs, medium-chain triglycerides, eating coconut oil. These are ways to hack into the body's fat-seeking behavior programming. If we turn to essential fatty acids or coconut oil every time we had a fat craving, we would find ourselves over time craving less and less fat. And that means we can use our fat cravings as a guide. The good news is there's a reason we like fat. The body likes fat. The body needs fat, so eat more fat. How's that for controversial nutritional advice? Of course, I'm talking about good fat here, not Cinnabon fat. And there's a very interesting story I want to tell you about Cinnabon. We'll talk about that when we come back from a break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back.
My Magic Mud is a tooth whitening powder that removes plaque and detoxifies your mouth. It's safe for your enamel, giving you a beautiful polish and a dentist-like clean after every use. My Magic Mud is also the perfect remedy for pain caused by sensitivity. It strengthens your teeth and gums for a strong, healthy smile. The ingredients are 100% natural and it's safe for children. Simply brush with My Magic Mud right before bedtime for a cleaning you can count on. Visit mymagicmud.com.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the fields is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com, click the blue microphone in the top right corner, and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
Kent writes, my 6-month-old grandson is plagued by numerous food allergies. Wheat, dairy, soy, eggs. Sounds typical, actually. They cause rashes all over his body. His mom has been advised to eliminate the above items. Good idea. As she is still nursing him, are there any other regimens or supplements that might mitigate his suffering? Yes, sir. Kent, get your baby on probiotics, good bacteria. Get the mom, if she's breastfeeding, on probiotics and good bacteria. And make sure your mom or the mom is not herself eating foods like wheat and dairy and soy and eggs that can get passed into the breast milk. When a baby is born, nature has designed a system. The divine force, being wise always, has designed a system where baby's good bacteria will be set up for life by factors that are in breast milk. If those factors are not in breast milk, there will be serious problems in the baby's digestive tract for the rest of the baby's life. And so it will become extremely important that that baby becomes very familiar with nutritional supplementation with probiotics, good bacteria. There's lots of different ones that you can use for babies. Good bacteria are non-toxic, so you don't have to worry about adult dosing with good bacteria. You may want to, if the baby's not eating solid food, it's going to be a little bit tricky trickier. You may need to find some liquid probiotics. In any case, can't get your baby on, or get your grandbaby on a good probiotic supplement. That would be my recommendation. And as far as protein goes, when the baby's weaned off of breast milk, and you want the baby to stay on breast milk as long as possible, but when